Shalom, shalom, akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. I would also like to give a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. It's just Bayan back again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I just wanted to get into a few scriptures, going into the grain of rice that this devil that the Bible speaks of, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, starting with the elites, they're going to implement. They're going to implement this device, in efforts, to claim ownership of you physically and spiritually, man. Because these devils are no longer satisfied with blood. They're at the point where they want your soul now, man. When you go into the laws in the book of Exodus, as a matter of fact, let's just get it. Let's go to Exodus, the 21st chapter. And I'll start at verse 2, and it reads, the book of Exodus, chapter 21 and verse 2, and it reads, "If thou buy an Hebrew servant, 6 years he shall serve, and in the 7th he shall go out free for nothing." To this day we're serving this man. You see, so in the law, after 6 years, on the 7th, the Hebrew servant is free. You see? Verse 3, "If he came in by himself, he shall go out by himself. If he were married, then his wife shall go out with him." All right, so if he came in married, if he had his wife, if he was married when he, came under servitude, then after 6 years, on that 7th, him and his wife go. All right, continuing on, verse 4, "If his master have given him a wife, and she have borne him sons or daughters, the wife and her children shall be her master's, and he shall go out by himself." So if he, if his master gave him a wife, and he had kids with that wife his master gave him, on that 7th year, they stay with the master. You see? But him, he leaves alone. Right? In verse 5, if he desires to leave, right? Verse 5, "And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free." Okay? Now here's the process in verse 6 that takes place if that's the circumstance on behalf of the servant, right? "Then his master shall bring him," Salakia, the book of Exodus chapter 21 and verse 6, and it reads, "Then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him to the door or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever." You see, now the awl, let's get this in the blue letter. It's pretty much a boring instrument, but let's just, for edification, Exodus 21 and verse 6.
Strong's H, 4836. Matsea.
Alright, and it reads, all, right? A boring instrument. You see? So the master will bore the servant's ear through, and that servant will be under servitude forever under that master. Let's go to Google and take a look at this instrument. Let me just Alright, so this is pretty much an awl. It's a boring instrument. Now, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, wants to do something similar to you. You see? He wants to climb up inside you with his technology, with that grain of rice, claiming you forever. You see? Because as a Hebrew Israelite, you will be none of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shais if you allow this man to climb up in you with that charagma, man. Let's go get it. Let's get it in, let's go here. Let's go Revelations 13. And 16, it reads, and he causeth, who's he? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, starting with these elites, these international banking families, the wicked that the Bible speaks of. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor. You see? So it doesn't matter how big or small you are, man, as far as age. All right? Babies are going to be coming out the womb getting hit with the charagma. You see that? And the elderly are going to get hit, right? Rich and poor. You see, doesn't matter what level you are in society. Everybody's going to have to get it. You see? That hour of temptation is going to fall on everybody. Free and bond, right? To receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, let's go and get this word mark in the blue letter.
Strong's G 5480. Charagma. Charagma.
Haragma. Karagma. You see that? And it goes into a stamp, an imprinted mark, right? Graven. You see that? Of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the anti-Hamashiach. And that's going off because it doesn't matter which hand. It can be either hand. You see? Let's let's get some pictures real quick. Salakia. This is what he wants to hit you with. See that? That grain of rice. It doesn't matter how old or how young you are. This is what he wants to hit you with. And if you don't get it, you have a statute of limitations. Let's go back to the scriptures. If you don't get it, you're pretty much going to be casted out of society, all right? Verse 17, and that no man, the book of Revelation chapter 13 and verse 17, it reads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So if you don't have this charagma, you can't buy or sell, man. You pretty much gonna be casted out of society, man. You're gonna be starved out. You're not gonna be able to access anything. This man's gonna link his whole system to this charagma. Everything, the monetary system, all your documentation. See? This devil, when you have this thing inside you, he's gonna know when you eat, when you sleep, when you breathe, how much money you're spending, when you're spending money, when you're making money. It's all going to be controlled through the charagma. You see, but if you take it, you have a guaranteed seat in the place of torment. And fire and brimstone is going to be rained upon you. You have a guaranteed seat. You know what? Let's go to the next chapter. Let me just go here. Yeah, let me just grab it from here. This is what's going to happen to you. Take it, man. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast. And what is the beast? This revised ancient Roman Empire. Alright, the 7 heads and the 10 horns, which consists of the NATO and the EU. Okay? The 7 heads, let me see, I got it written down right here. The 7 heads is you got French, right? You got the Romans, Britain, Greeks, right? Spain, Germania Minor and Germania Minor, man. And then the 10 horns, you got Belgium, France, Greece, Germany, Spain, Italy, right? The Netherlands, the United Kingdom, Portugal, and Luxembourg, man. And this makes up this revised ancient Roman Empire, man. You see? That's the beast, right? And his image, which is this system. All right? This revised ancient Roman Empire system. That's the image, right? And receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. And we just went into it, the charagma. You see that? And here you see it says, in his hand. It doesn't specify which hand. You see, so for you, Jake, you know, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that want to get your Yaikwab on, you right? You want to get your supplanting on. Guess what? There ain't no way out of this one. It's specifying hand. It doesn't matter which hand. You see? Continuing on, right? This is what's going to happen to you if you get it. If you take this thing. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. Okay? And that word indignation, it goes into righteous anger. And you are going to get it without mixture. It's going to be a straight shot. You're going to be met head on with Al-Shadia, demon-like power. You see this? And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. The Lamb is Yahweh Shai. And this is going to be the outcome of you taking this charagma, man. This is what it's going to result in. So what are you to do? Don't take the charagma. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwaf were edified. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kal Halalim La, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash, Shalom Akiyam.